This is Mark Summers, and I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
The recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Woo, woo, woo! You know it!
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve, buddy.
You couldn't provide ice cream if the Dairy Queen, Carvel, and Cookie Puss drove an ice cream truck straight up your ass.
You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
This ain't no disco, ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Scissor me, daddy! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3CT. We are live. It is Thursday, September the 14th, 2023. We are glad to be back with you on another week. We are still the podcast of the millennium. Make sure you head over to 3countthursday.com. Always the number 3, never the word 3. You can get our YouTube link, our social media channels. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all at 3Count Thursday. Get our YouTube channel and subscribe on all podcast platforms. Devin joining us. There you go. Welcome in, Devin. If you're following along with us live, give us a like and a share. We'd appreciate that, as always. And you can also get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. I think the last I checked a couple days ago, there was a 20% off sale going on. So you can certainly check that out as well. So Tim entering his humble abode there, but we will start reluctantly with intern Mark. Mark,
You all right, sir? You all right, sir? Big Jim and the boys, let me tell you what. I'm sitting here thinking about how the truth is bulletproof. There's no fooling you. Tim, I don't dress the same. Me and you, who I say was yesterday, well, we've gone our separate ways, Tim. Let me tell you another thing. Left my living fast somewhere in the past, because that's for chasing cars, Smokey. Turns out open bars lead to broken hearts. And going way too far, Jim. Jim, I know I used to be crazy. I know I used to be fun. You say I used to be wild. I say I used to be young. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
oh,
Tim, I used to be young.
thank you. I think I'm supposed to say thank you.
Are you all right, sir? Let's go
I'm
around
great.
the room.
God, Mark, I don't understand how that microphone still works. Tim,
You all right, sir? I'm good. I had to go take my medicine. For everybody, go to the doctor. Fun fact. Fun fact.
Come on, Tim.
Fun fact. Just because you don't go to the doctor doesn't mean you're okay.
Yes, it does.
It also doesn't mean that if you go to the doctor, they're going to find something wrong with you. But it's better to know if you have something wrong with you than not.
that's true. That's true. This summer, I went and found out that besides being dramatically fat, I am relatively healthy otherwise. So
Sick.
yeah,
Holy
my
cow.
blood pressure. Well, my blood pressure is a little high.
A little high.
Mine was a little high.
Only on Thursdays.
Tim,
Mine was a little high too.
your blood pressure was like Afro Man.
It was a little high. It was not that high. These are prescriptions, Big Jim.
There you go.
Holy cats.
Well, one is I got to go get some blood work done, and I got to go get an X-ray done.
An X-ray for what?
My ribs and back. I've had like a lingering like rib. I've had like lingering pain in my left side.
And I double dare you.
That's like I can replicate it. So she's like, the doctor was like, if you can replicate it, signs point to it not being like an organ.
Okay.
An organ.
Yes.
That doesn't sound good, Tim.
Well, I've fallen twice on that side where I'm having the pain.
Okay.
So it's like I'm guessing I slipped a rib or something, and now it just finally fucking hurts.
Tim, it is about that time of year.
I know. I don't want another fall.
I love a great fall, but
not that kind.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Not to get out of shower and take a step and fucking slip and bust your hind. And
wait,
your spleen's over there. That's pretty important. You can live without it, but like you can't rupture. You will die
your ass
probably.
out of the shower
twice.
Oh, bro!
God, is there, not that I want to see you naked, but is there video of this? Because I want to see
there's
you
not.
fall.
But there's also no audio footage of me screaming in my bathroom trying to ask for help.
Oh,
and all of your roommates and your loving wife came running, right?
No, I had to find my phone in pain on the ground, just texting the house chat, help.
Oh, bro.
So
you
like,
couldn't get up, Tim. That's scary.
Here's what happened. Okay. So my bathroom has an elevated step, has a step between the bathroom, like the bathroom and the shower.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Like the shower itself is raised up
The
on
shower's
another
on a
platform.
pedestal.
You raise me
Yes.
up.
So I'm wet coming
myself.
off of the step. Swoop.
But this step has always been there. Nobody like put this step in to surprise you.
Correct.
Okay.
Tim, you should put something on that step that's anti-slip.
I have already. And every time I get out of the shower, I put my towel around my waist so it dangles over my feet. And then I step on the towel. And then I take my step with the towel. So I land firmly with something grippy underneath of me.
When I was at college, Big Jim used to dry my feet after showers.
Nope, that is
That's
not
so
something he always
Nope.
enjoyed. It was
No.
a nice. It was a nice.
That's some big spoon energy.
Between two bros.
No.
Yeah.
Shame Jim
energy.
doesn't come down to Northeast Maryland to give you a hand.
He would.
No.
Jim, what's wrong?
I'd feel
with you? Just
inadequate.
wash feet.
I've seen the size of his hand.
That none of those things happened at all.
You can believe who you want to believe.
That's good Lord.
If Big Jim were to give me a hand, it would be like him holding a little jelly belly jelly bean.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my. Like a Vienna sausage.
You're giving me credit.
What about like a button on a fur
I'm a
coat?
sausage guy.
There it is.
Ryan.
You all right, Tim? I'm all right. I took my medicine today.
I did too.
Go to the dentist. Go to the doctor's office. Go to the dentist too. I don't give a shit. Yeah, get
Go
your
to the
shit checked out.
Dennis is good.
You should.
How
Yeah.
is Dennis?
I took my
Dennis is
medicine
all right.
today as well.
Dennis is
I
all
don't take
right.
medicine on a daily basis. I guess
I'm
I'm a lucky boy.
probably not going to pay much attention. I got the Eagles game on right above the video here. So the Eagles and the Vikings. I
no
think
one
that's where we've
cares.
lost Matt too. Matt's at the game, taking it in live. Jim, you son of a bitch. I love that sound effect.
There it is.
There it is.
So you're watching the Eagles and you're distracted.
Yeah. And I even watched some wrestling this week, I think, to have talked about what's
I
going
think
on.
you commented, you tweeted something about the main event of NXT, I think.
I just saw that result.
Okay.
I
that was a
definitely
big deal.
didn't watch NXT wrestling.
Okay. Well,
I like NXT.
I think you said
Well, it
something. Was it the
Raw?
main event of Raw? Rhea and
I didn't watch any Raw.
Oh,
Nope. But Nia Jax is back.
Raw is war.
We have a sound effect for Nia Jax, don't we, Jim? You know we do. You play the one you want to play, Jim, but we have one.
Well, no, this is just my reaction to her coming back.
Y'all are so... I don't know.
I'm just saying, if she hurts Rhea Ripley, I'm throwing them.
Didn't Rick Ross see her in the ring? What did Rick Ross say about this? You fucking play that sound effect right now, Jim.
You a big motherfucker.
That's what he said. Wow. How rude.
That is
how
rude.
Freaking rude.
That is rude.
That is rude.
How could he do that? So
very rude. I didn't say it.
No.
I want to be very clear about that. None of us said that.
None of us said it.
No.
Rick Ross said it.
Yes.
So Tim, I went and got the caramel milkshake at the Chick-fil-A today.
I had one today too.
It was very tasty. It is my third favorite out of the 3 specialty shakes that they offer, though.
Jim, how are you not on medication?
I don't know, Ryan. It really does amaze me. Like but yeah.
Maybe we need to question the validity of your doctor.
That might be it.
Look, man.
Did you go visit Dr. Edward Lasagna?
How'd you know?
Is that Garfield's doctor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doctor.
That was real. I don't know.
I think Jim's doctor writes his prescriptions in graffiti. Is that right, Jim?
Something like that. Actually, just writes it on takeout order sheets, so it's because I'm going to be there anyway.
Number 7.
Jim will take the cream of Sung Young Guy.
Oh, come on, Mark.
Oh no!
Come on now.
That wasn't since high school.
Ooh, this man.
Jim said, "That's salty. I don't like that."
This is great. All right, let's go to the news.
What the hell, Jim?
What?
How are you doing?
What? I didn't hear him say it.
Did you say Shane McMahon?
How you doing?
Oh, gee. Well, there we go.
No, can't do it. You missed it.
You missed it.
I didn't hear it.
I totally didn't hear it either. I really didn't.
Damn it. I'm so pissed.
Hey, you know what? The Eagles are going to win because of that.
You can't even do it. They're fucking better.
I can't do it.
No,
you missed your opportunity.
You missed
your shot. Aaron Rodgers playing.
I can't do it.
Here we go.
No, Aaron Rodgers is playing nothing for the next 18 months.
Well, at least nobody on this panel drafted Aaron Rodgers, right? Oh,
no way. Oh no.
I lost week 1.
So
in my big gym league because Ron Rodgers.
Tim, that's 2 in a row, Tim. That's 2 back-to-back. That's back-to-back
Monday night quarterback.
Monday night losses because of an injury.
That's tough.
One in the league championship and now in week 1.
I'd love to be part of this conversation, but I wasn't invited to play.
Ryan, I invited you so many times, and you said you.
I know how it feels, Mark. Poor Mark, he wasn't invited to baseball yesterday.
I invited him to baseball.
No, I wasn't invited to come.
Have you done my baseball?
I'm sitting way out in left field.
That's bullshit. I invited you.
We had really good seats too.
I invited all of you.
Went down to the beautiful Clipper Magazine
said
Stadium.
No, Matt was away, and Mark, you were at the fair and the trivias.
Oh, I have a new friend. I didn't introduce him.
Who's your friend, Tim?
This is my friend. I'm gonna go full screen Jones here.
What?
Because he deserves it. Please, everyone, pay homage to Dwayne the Rock Lobster.
That's not a rock, is it?
It's the Rock.
The Rock Lobster.
It's Dwayne the Rock Lobster.
Rock Lobster.
And so he's my legal counsel. He's my life coach. He's my death coach.
Oh, they got Michael Buffer there tonight.
Good.
Let's get ready to suck it. We have news, Big Jim. We have news.
We do have news. We'll talk about one of the big pieces of news in a little bit when we get to our question of the week. Devin says burn that thing in fire.
No.
But
how close would we burn something?
What's that?
Did you say burn that thing in fire?
In fire.
In fire.
Yeah. Is it as opposed to burning it in water? Boiling it? That's how you would cook a lobster, I guess.
It would, yeah.
But it's not a real lobster.
It's a Dwayne the Rock lobster.
Dwayne
Yes.
the Rock lobster. But
Tim got that at a party.
The PWI 500 came out today.
500.
But let's go over the top 10 in this year's PWI 500. At 10, Jesus, at 10 we have Cody Rhodes, 9 Josh Alexander, 8 Orange Cassidy, 7 Okada, 6 MJF, 5 Vikingo, because I'm not going to try and butcher the front part of his name, 4 Gunther, 3 John Moxley, 2 Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins is your number 1 in the PWI 500 for the year.
Isn't the first part of his name El Hijo Del?
Yes.
Like the longest part of it is 4 letters, Jim?
I just don't want to butcher the pronunciation.
Listen, Big Jim doesn't want to spell
El Hijo.
El Hijo Del Vikingo. The
Hi,
Vikings.
Joe. God, if that was established proven. Ain't the Eagles playing them tonight? They're playing El Kingo.
El Kingo.
El Kingo.
Skull.
So
El Skull, I know,
Go
comes in a
Birds.
dip can.
Fly,
We were talking about
Eagles,
this at work today.
fly.
And I thought it's a fantastic top 10. And here's the reasons why. I'm going to run it down. Is that okay, Jim? You saw what I said.
No,
I think
absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
I
go
want to
ahead.
hear it.
the more I thought about the list, the more I like it. They really honored the champions of each brand. Seth Rollins on Raw, Roman on SmackDown. Mox, a 3-time AEW champion in 2022 to 2023. I don't know exactly when their time frame runs from. Gunther elevated the IC championship in the longest reign ever, which I think dropped off long before the cutoff. Vikingo is a year-long AAA mega champion. MJF, the current reigning AEW champion. Okada, a 2-time IWGP champion in 2022-2023. Orange Cassidy, the longest-running international champion at 326 days. Josh Alexander set the record for the longest-reigning Impact Championship. And Cody Rhodes goes, whoa, with the crowd.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't deserve to be on that list, it's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean, like...
So the evaluation period was July 1st to July 1st.
So Cody's only there for
6 months.
Half of that year. Not even
That's
about
fair.
5, because he came in at the end of January.
Right.
Yeah, so January to July. That's 6. That's 6.
January.
Well, if he
even
came
the
in at the
hottest
end of
thing
January
in
at the Rumble, it'd be February,
WWE
March,
anymore.
April, May, June, because then it goes till the beginning of July.
Jim, put your hand down. That's not appropriate anymore.
It was like 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, Cody obviously had a big, he was one of the most prominent stars in WWE for those 5 months. But so he won the Rumble, lost at Mania. Yeah. I mean, if there's, if you're not gonna have Cody in the top 10, who would you put in?
The number 11, they announced on Busted Open Radio, they did talk about who number 11 was.
Okay.
Because the conversation point was, did Cody get 10? Because Bully Ray had Cody at number 1. Bonkers.
Yeah, that's
Bonkers.
dumb. I'm on the narcotic, and that's stupid.
Bonkers.
Idiot.
Yeah, but Bully Ray asked, did you take into account, did you have to downplay Cody because he was only here 6 months, or is this where he was for 6 months? Just straight up. And they were like, yeah. And then they were like, well, who was number 11? Number 11 is the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Sonata.
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing. I don't know much.
Sonata's over Cody.
Yeah, I don't watch or follow the New Japan product. But how long's he been champ? When did he win the title?
Shortly after Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay. Which is beginning of the year, right?
I'm looking right now at the IWGP Championship lineage. Sonata won the championship.
Here's my issue with Bully putting him at number 1 is let's say Cody Rhodes was the number 1 100% top wrestler for the 5, let's even give him 6 months he was there. Okay. That's half the year. Okay. If
April 8th he won.
Okay. So but here's the problem with Bully's logic. Like, if you're taking a test and the test is 100 questions and you answer 50 of them correctly and you don't answer the other 50, you fail. So like, and I'm not saying it's Cody's fault that he was out for half of this evaluation period, but he was also out for half of this evaluation period.
He also did accomplish more in his half a year than like a lot of people do in their full year.
Yeah, and I get that, like, a linear comparison between a pro wrestling year to a test is not exactly accurate. But like,
even then, I would put Sami Zayn over Cody.
I think you could make the argument that Wardlow, who is a three-time TNT champion in that time period, holding it the longest over 150 days, would be over Cody Rhodes, who hasn't had a marquee breakout.
Okay.
And part of his story was he can't continue his story because he doesn't beat Brock Lesnar until he finally does.
Here's two names that I could argue. Well, I'm trying to think now, because the evaluation period would have closed before Money in the Bank. So I was going to say either Dominic Mysterio or Damian Priest. But I would say Dom had a bigger year than Cody Rhodes did.
No. Cody was, so you have to look into what the PWI 500 criteria.
I guess maybe that should be the next question. It's like, what do they what's their evaluation?
The PWI criteria is the following: win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, major feuds, prominence within a wrestler's promotion, and overall wrestling ability.
I don't know if that sells Cody Rhodes as well as you think it sells Cody Rhodes.
The prominence in the wrestler's promotion does. The major feuds does.
No way. Cody Rhodes is getting the same exact face pop that Dom gets as a heel pop. The same exact level of volume of pop.
But Dom is getting it in conjunction with 3 other people.
There's nobody that gets booed louder than Dom out of that group.
Correct.
And he's done it for a year.
He hasn't been booed straight for a year.
He's been active for a year.
He has.
The heel turn was at the end of August. So like 6
It was a Clash of the Castle.
Like 6 weeks into this evaluation period. 6 or 7 weeks into this evaluation period. Like, so it's almost a year.
But I don't think Dom has been getting like these level of boos. But I would even say, I would think Cody means more to the WWE and the Monday Night Raw brand than Dominic Mysterio does.
Okay. I would
agree with that.
I would agree.
Cody has had more major feuds.
Because he's feuded with Roman.
Dom
Lesnar.
feuded with his dad. Cody feuded with Roman, with Brock.
Okay, one of them is a WWE Hall of Famer, and 2 of them are not.
And 2 of them are future faces of a WWE Mount Rushmore.
That Lesnar on Mount Rushmore is a conversation for another day.
That's a totally different conversation.
That's a conversation. We're tabling that for another week. Because
how many faces can you put on Mount Rushmore?
I don't know
as many as I damn well please. How
There's
big's
4.
my rock?
Enough for 4 faces. But I don't necessarily hate an argument that would put Brock Lesnar on there, by the way.
He can take Bad Terry's place.
Yeah, I don't necessarily
no lying about that.
I don't necessarily hate the idea of Brock Lesnar on a Mount Rushmore. Like I said, it's for another day.
Quality of competition too with Cody.
Yeah, because
Like,
I mean he's
Cody,
wrestling Finn, he's wrestling You know, he's wrestling with
Yeah.
the Judgment Day. He's wrestling the
Dom had to
Usos,
go to NXT to
Roman.
wrestle somebody. Or
All
not
right.
Cody.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
Dom
right.
had to go to
Now,
NXT.
now that I know the criteria, yeah, Cody definitely over Dom.
The only thing Dom's got on him is a title win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they've announced. Oh, they
What's that?
actually announced the full list.
Oh,
Hold
have
on.
Yeah.
I
Friend
mean,
of the
where
show,
is?
Bro Keller missed the list. The list is horse shit.
Did he?
Big Mac says that he doesn't put Sonata over Cody. He says, while he's a handsome devil, Cody returns, wins the Rumble, main events, Mania, stays the main draw. He doesn't deserve to be one, but he has him over Sonata.
Cody doesn't deserve to be in the top 10.
Dominic Mysterio barely makes the top 100.
See, that I can't sign off on, man.
Dominic is over AJ Styles at 99. Calvin Tankman at 95. He is 94. He is 94. Notable people above Dominic Mysterio: Shingo Takagi, former IWGP World Champion; Frankie Kazarian at 91; the Bastard Pac at 90; Master Wato at 87. This is horseshit. Joe Hendry, Trish Adora, Cruel, Rocky Romero at 79, Eddie Kingston at 77, Jack Perry at 73.
No fucking way. I'm sorry. No
Damian
way. It's
Priest,
Jack Perry
Damian
over
Priest
Dominic
is-
Mysterio.
Damian Priest is 71.
And
Wheeler
here's the deal.
Yuta's 63.
I'm not banging the drum that Dominic Mysterio is a great professional wrestler.
No,
Pause.
That's not what any of us are saying.
Yep. Pause. Tyrus is 58.
Shut the fuck.
Wow,
He's
the
in-
whole
Sorry.
Tyrus-
Have a nice show, guys.
Tyrus is in between Nick Aldis and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Kenta's 40. Are they watching the same Kenta matches I'm watching? Because this guy is fucking dog shit.
Fuck out of here with that. list,
Bobby Lashley. So the top 20 round. So here's the top 20. Sonata at 11, Claudio 12, Carmelo Hayes 13, Samoa Joe 14, Masha Slamovich 15.
So they're weighing title wins.
Bryan Danielson at 16, Will Ospreay at 17, Alexander Hammerstone at 18, Bob Lashley 19, Trey Miguel 20, and then Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are 21 and 22.
Yeah, so they're
What a dog shit 11 through 20.
Hammerstone's still the mythical MLW champion, right?
No,
he lost that.
it's Alex Kane.
Gotta be
It's
Kane.
gotta be Kane.
Gotta be Debbie Kane.
That's gotta be
a different Kane.
It's a different one? Oh, my bad.
Bad Kane.
Bad Kane. That's gotta be Bad Glenn.
I like the top 10. Like I like who's, let me rephrase. I like who's in the top 10. I don't like the order. Listen to Final Wrestling Place this week. I think Marcus and I found the list we're gonna break down.
Yeah.
Who would you put number 1?
John Moxley. Easy.
Like, am I just a Rollins mark if I'm totally more comfortable with him at 1 than Moxley 1?
Are you a Rollins mark if you're more comfortable with Rollins at 1?
Yeah. Like the fact that I'm just like, nah, I think Rollins 1 is the right choice. Because I mean, I am an admitted Rollins mark, and I always have been, but
right.
I like Rollins.
Now, to be fair, Seth Rollins won the It's Not Roman's belt.
He did.
John Moxley has been winning the AEW World Championship, which could also be described as not CM Punk's belt.
3 times, Jim. In
this
time
year?
frame, I believe so.
Well, no, MJF.
He's won it twice.
MJF's been champion for. Moxley won it on September 21st, 2022.
Right, which is
and
right
lost in
after
November.
All Out.
Okay.
Yep.
Which is the Punk interim championship.
And
then Punk won it back.
Yep.
For like 5 or 6 days, and then Moxley won it again.
Okay, so Moxley won it in August. Punk won it in September. Mox won it back because Punk got in fight number 1. So he's won it twice.
So Punk was champion. Then Mox was interim world champion. Then they did a unification. Mox beats Punk. So that's 2. And then Punk beats Ambrose back at All Out.
That's okay.
And then Mox wins the belt again from the Brawl Out.
Because Punk got into his first fight. Got it.
Yes. So technically, let the record state, Ryan Miller right about a wrestling thing.
That's impressive. That's impressive. That doesn't happen much. There we go.
He won the title August 24th. He won it at Forbidden Door.
He was the champion when the evaluation started.
Yes.
He won it twice. Got it.
Yep. He was interim champion at the start. Then he unified the title, so that's technically 2.
Yes, thank you, Mike.
And then the title got vacated, and then he won it at Dynamite Grand Slam.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
but to me, Jon Moxley, prominence in your promotion. It's hard to say Jon Moxley doesn't mean more to AEW than Seth Rollins means to Monday Night Raw.
I think they are of equal value.
Jon Moxley be wrestling every week, and he be wrestling everybody, and he be loving the business.
But that doesn't equal
Rollins
quality matches,
not every week.
does it?
What now, Ryan?
But that doesn't equal quality matches, just wrestling every week. When you're wrestling, no offense, Commander, that's not a great match that's going to bump you up.
He's a great champion.
Commander.
I hate this place sometimes.
What number is Commander? Hold on. Where did Commander fall?
Commander was 238.
308.
I was close.
Between Edith Surreal and Mysterious Q.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
Kofi Kingston's 297?
Wasn't he out for most of the year?
He was out for the
Sorry,
whole time?
294.
It's about
right.
right.
I love Cove, but man, that list is
the Mr. 500. Did Bohr make the list? Andre Chase. Hey, friend of the show, Stan Styles is 495.
And Bro Keller didn't make the list.
Stan Styles is up from 499.
There we go. Way to go.
499 last year. 490. What was it? 497, 495 this year. He's going to be number 1 soon.
Ridiculous.
Erica Lee down 347.
Shame.
Bro Keller hasn't made the list in 3 years. Tarzan Duran didn't make the list. Facade's back on after like a 5-year hiatus.
Okay.
Facade 409. Dirty Dango 406.
Dirty Dango.
Dang.
Go.
Dang.
All right, let's anything else from the PWI 500?
The list
Kenny
is
Omega
shit.
was
If you don't
25?
like it, the list is shit. If you don't like it, don't buy the fucking magazine. Who reads magazines anymore anyway?
That's true. All right, let's hit it.
Since Jon Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. From Thursday brings to you wrestler on the week.
Ooh, one more time, Jim.
No, we don't got one this time,
We
Mark.
don't got time.
23 of our list. Now let's flash Matt. Matt's up there because he is eagling tonight. So he is not with us here. So there are Mets. You can see that on the video side if you are listening to the podcast. We will start with our People's Champ this week, Prince Evan, still your reigning defending. He selects MJF, who I think did Steiner math last night. I didn't watch wrestling last night. I was taking in a baseball game, so I didn't see what MJF did, but I saw something about Steiner math.
And boy, did the Barnstormers put up some scores.
Oh
man.
my
15
goodness.
runs.
Would have been nice.
What an outing.
Put up like 30 runs over 2 days, man.
Wild.
Real
I wouldn't know.
defensive struggle. Mark, you were invited. The fact you didn't show up is a you problem, not a me problem.
How did you guys do a trivia? It was John Hughes trivia, correct?
That is correct, Smokey. It was John Hughes trivia. We came in fourth.
How many of those? Was it round 3? The sheet that you shared?
Yes.
Yeah, it's round
How
3.
many of those did you get right?
We got, I think, 8, including the bonus.
Huh.
Wow.
Well,
I've never even heard of the bonus movie.
I knew
Dutch.
all 11, Mark. I knew all 11 actually.
Did
Never
you?
heard of Dutch.
I did.
I used to work with Dutch.
We looked them up at the Barnstormers.
No, we didn't. Don't listen to Smokey. He's lying to you.
Almost
worked
caught
with
a
two
foul
Dutches.
ball.
Did you? What
Yeah.
happened, Smoke? Tell me more.
Well, the guy with magic powers beat me to it.
He did. Yeah,
he was a little faster.
Speaking of magic powers, intern Mark, who did you have for your wrestler of the week this week?
You know what? I'm glad you asked, Big Tim. Let me tell you another thing. So at number 1, let's start at number 5. We got to build up. Number 5, I had Tony Storm because she put her breast out and something else. And something else.
She
my
put
God.
her breasts out.
If you're
Come
gonna
on, Mark.
Isn't that what
Chin
she
up.
said?
Chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe.
You can't be saying that on here, Tim.
If she can say it on TNT or TBS even, I
We
can
should
say
probably
it on Facebook.
make a tits up, chin out shirt. Tits up, chin out.
I think we should.
Just walking
It'll
around
sell.
looking like.
By the way, our Stone Cold Night shirt is our hottest seller. It's officially
We made a Stone Cold Night shirt.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
says what? Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's
That's
a
literally all it
perfect
says,
husband
man. And we've sold at least like 1 or 2 a week for like the last couple of weeks. So get over
Yeah,
to
that's
tpublic.com, get your Stone Cold Night shirt.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 4, I have Ilion Dragunov. Dragunov.
Yeah, it's such a good shirt.
Isn't it?
You
Put
didn't
it
know
up.
about
Yeah.
this? Tim,
Well,
we've had
throw it
this
up there,
for
Well,
weeks.
Mark's meandering through these picks. Yeah, throw it up on the screen if you can, Tim.
I can.
Do it, Tim.
I can do all things through Christ.
Yes, you can.
Keep going,
Holy
Mark.
cats.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Number
Yeah.
3, yes. Number 3, speaking of LA Knight, that's who I have at number 3, La Knight. Here's a name we haven't heard in a while. Number 2, Thomas Dreamer. You say he's a dreamer? Well, he's the multimedia champion now over there in TNA Wrestling.
Tim, throw that back up on the screen. You can get it in tie-dye now. Look at the very last color.
Oh,
You can't go up to fat man sizes in tie.
Yeah, they don't
Fat
have
man sizes,
tie-dye.
you just get
Oh.
primary colors.
You
Yeah,
can get
that's too
two.
much tie-dye.
For you skinny folk, 2 X's.
Yeah, 2X's tie-dye. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Get something for
Yeah.
your wife. Get
Should
something
make
for your wife.
A
She deserves
podcast
it.
Dudley shirt.
Oh, they don't. I guess the tie-dye's
God.
only in the unisex.
Hey. No.
Okay, you've seen his picks. Okay, who's
Yeah,
up?
And then Becky Lynch.
Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, scold your dog. I hope it pisses on the ground.
You're too late.
You're too late.
Too late.
We've got Rembrandt. He is your new No Limits champion. He's the first 2-time No Limits champion up there in the
No, I
PPW.
told you. I thought I told you.
Dio Brando. He is your new PPW television champion. Up there in PPW. If you've not checked out PPW, do so. Do so. It's a great promotion. Number 3, Tommy Dreamer. He's your multimedia champion over there at the Impact Wrestling. Going strong. Adrian Soriano. He is the new PPW heavyweight champion. Just crowned this last show. If you're familiar with PPW, if you want to check them out, it's PPW. Their next show is PPW Lives. It's on Sunday, October the 14th. Tickets are currently available, ppwwrestling.com. Great show. Can't speak enough about them. Love hanging out with those guys. Number 1, Becky Lynch, your new NXT Women's Ladies Divas Champion.
Ladies.
This one's for the ladies.
All right, Tim, go ahead with yours.
I'd love to, Big Jim. Number 5, Nia Jax. Okay, you guys can talk that talk, but I'm glad she's back.
Shane McMahon.
Nope, you can't do it. You
Nope,
already
I'll
missed
allow
it.
it now.
You are a jerk. I'm gonna talk over it.
Go ahead.
Nia Jax come back looking in the best shape she's been in a long time, making an impact, putting herself in title contention right from the start, putting down both Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley. I'm excited to see what I am genuinely excited to see what Nia Jax is going to do. She looks motivated. She looks happy, refreshed. I'm excited. Number 4, I hate this guy, Ilya Dragunov. Number 3, the
Why do you hate
digital
him,
media
Tim? He's a
champion.
good wrestler.
Why do I hate him? Because he's just a little guy who wants to fight like a heavyweight, but he's not a heavyweight. But he thinks he's a heavyweight, and he does this little stupid conducting thing, and I hate everything about him. Number 3, Tommy Dreamer.
Number
digital
5,
media
size
champion.
don't matter. Size don't matter. Number 5, size don't matter. Number 4, the guy's small.
I didn't say size didn't matter with Nia Jax. I
She's
didn't
not
say
like
that.
most girls.
I said I'm excited to see what happens. I don't like how Ilya Dragunov wrestles. Do not care for it. Not for me.
Ilya Dragunov doesn't like the way you wrestle.
Because he wrestles like a big dude and he's not a big dude. Number 2, the Rascals. They beat the Motor City Machine Guns, retain the Impact Tag Team titles. Number 1, Becky Lynch. Finally winning the NXT Women's Championship. The last of the horsewomen to do it. Bailey put her on blast on Twitter, only for Becky to be like, I main event WrestleMania before you, and then Bailey shut up.
That was
That
pretty
makes
good.
her a Grand Slam champion or a.
She has won the
She's
Raw
not-
Women's
She is the
Champion,
most
SmackDown
recent
Women's
Grand
Champion,
Slam.
NXT.
She hasn't won the UK Women's title. Does that count as the Grand Slam?
The
What's the
Grand
women-
Slam and counts the UK.
I would
All right,
have just
she needs
the
to win.
newest.
Is
So
that
all
that's
4 of the horsewomen are
All 4 horsewomen
our
have
Triple
been
Crown?
have won the
Triple Crown.
NXT title,
Is that it? Okay.
and they've also won the
It's
Triple Crown.
Triple
too.
Crown, basically. Triple Crown.
Yeah.
So Mark, do you have a question?
I have a question. This is a legitimate question, Tim.
Sure.
Is NXT UK still a thing? I used to watch it. I forgot
No,
about it.
it's not.
They
NXT, yeah.
shut it down, and what they're reforming it to eventually NXT Europe, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, NXT UK got absolved into NXT.
I thought so because a bunch of them came over at one point. All right.
She is the 6th Grand Slam champion in WWE.
What's the fourth? What's the fourth
the-
belt? They're
yeah.
count. Oh, tag titles. Women's tag. They're counting women's tag.
Smokey's been known
Oh
to
yeah,
tag a
because
few women.
what's the men's Grand
Right.
Slam?
Raw,
The men's
SmackDown,
Grand-
NXT, and Tag Team is there.
The Raw Grand Slam is World, Intercontinental, Tag Team, and European. But then you can include the United
US.
States title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys name all 6
I can.
women's Grand Slammers?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it's the
Yes.
the 4 horsewomen,
Yeah,
Yes.
Asuka
yeah.
and
Alexa Bliss.
That is incorrect.
No, she was never NXT champion.
so she's never NXT
Shit.
champ.
No, she wasn't.
Was it?
Um,
Hold on. Hold. It wasn't
Rhea.
Bianca because Bianca never won
Rhea.
It is Rhea Ripley.
It There we
Mommy.
go.
When was she tag champ?
She was tag champs with Little Liv.
Lil Liv.
Lil Liv.
Oh, Lil Liv.
I don't remember that.
Nobody
Yeah.
does.
She was tag champs with Little Liv. Sasha and Bailey were tag champions together. Charlotte was tag champs with Becky, I think.
Right. Yeah, I think that sounds right.
And then Asuka was tag champs with Lil Kyrie.
Kyrie Sane, who is soon coming back to WWE.
Possibly. One half of the
That's
Kabuki
exciting.
Mamas.
Yeah. All right.
By the way,
high
Asuka's
five. I have
haircut.
the Rascals, still the Impact Tag Champions. Number 4, Bro Keller, successfully defended the Three Legacies Heavyweight Champion. You can celebrate Bro Keller tomorrow
You sure
at
can.
the Brightside Opportunity Center in Lancaster, PA. Tomorrow
I
evening.
believe you can see intern Mark there, right? You're heading there?
I'm going to be there. Now,
All right.
tomorrow night, Jeff Zimmerman Band's playing at the Denver Fair
No.
at 6:30,
No.
so you can catch both.
Nobody cares about the Jess Zimmerman Band.
That's not
So
true.
go see the 1-year anniversary show of Three Legacies Wrestling. Bro Keller will be there. Championship coronation.
Whoa.
Mark Henry will be in attendance, signing some autographs, taking some
Al
photos.
Snow.
Al
Alfred
will
Snow.
also be there.
Al
And
Snook.
Al
the
Snook will
wrestlers
be
of Three
there.
Legacies. So go celebrate 1 year of Three Legacies Wrestling, Brightside Opportunity Center. I believe Eventbrite has your
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Ricardo will be there as
Si,
well.
senor.
Absolutely. Yes,
Shazzy
ma'am.
McKenza.
Shotzi McKenzie will be
Shaza
there.
McKenzie.
Shaza McKenzie.
Yes.
Shotzi Blackheart.
Shazzy
Shaza
McKenzie.
Shot
Shotzi
Shingo
Shotzi.
Her sister's gonna be there too. Fuck you guys.
Shooter McKenzie, Shooter McGavin will
Oh.
be
Peter
there.
McGavin will be there signing
Shooter
autographs.
Will Head be
Zoe
there?
Boom Boom
Mark-
Cannon.
Better
Yes.
be there.
Mark Hottenstein will be there signing
He'll be
autographs.
there.
So,
I
Tim, did
understand
you
he's
have a
bringing
question,
Head.
Tim? I saw your hand up.
My question was if Head was going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he should be. Or
What
yeah,
does
it should
everybody want?
That's what Al
Pickles.
Snook wants too.
Adrian Soriano, new PPW champion, is my number 3. Tommy Dreamer, my number 2, and Becky Lynch is my number 1. So, Tim, where does that leave us for the month, or for the week, and for the year?
For the week, boys, we've done it. Another unanimous first place vote for Becky Lynch, putting her in rarefied air for the year. Tom Dreamer second, Adrian Soriano third, the Rascals. Dragunov at fifth. For the year, it is still Damian Priest's world. Still
That's
sitting
right.
atop the leaderboard at number 1, making his way into the top 10 with the People's Champ pick of the week. MJF
Look at that.
has
Sneaks
broken
in.
into the top 10. Just outside the looking glass is Becky Lynch, 1 point shy of joining in. So we are at officially, I think, no, we're not. We're 3 weeks away from the halfway point
Yes.
of the year. Very excited. And that's all for week 23.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Since John Moxley, Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. Recount Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
The 3 count question of the week.
All right. So one of the other pieces of news from the week is the WWE UFC Endeavor. Well, I guess it's technically Endeavor owned UFC, but the closing of the merger to the newly formed TKO group took place on Tuesday. The new company began trading at the New York Stock Exchange under the TKO ticker symbol. Of course, brings together UFC and WWE. The Endeavor holds a 51% controlling interest in the new company. WWE shareholders holding a 49% interest in the new company. WWE stock, this is a bit of news that I saw, closed at $100.65 per share on Monday, which was, of course, the final day of trading WWE as its own entity. It was up $1.14 from the previous day. WWE went public for the first time on October 19th, 1999 at $17 per share. So it went from $17.99 up to $100.65 at close before TKO Group took over there on Tuesday. But the question of the week this week is, do you guys anticipate any major changes to WWE as we know it and occasionally watch it on our TV screens with the new merger?
So, did you guys see the sorry, I just caught some I just caught some respectfully on my Facebook.
Oh, you did now?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna have to share that.
You can respect
there was a little rumor milling that there's an opinion going around being discussed backstage in regards to a whole new title scheme. Did you see this, Big Jim?
Mm-hmm.
This would include revamps of the titles, new names of the titles, weight classes, and a trios title.
The whole thing sucks. Why rename the titles, Tim? I don't mind a trios.
Couldn't tell you.
Trios titles, I don't necessarily hate, except for the fact that you can't do tag team titles, right? So why the hell are we adding trios titles?
We have more trios than we have tag teams.
That's true.
Well, you're not wrong, I guess.
I don't want it called trios.
No, they got to come up with a better name.
Six-man tag.
Six-man
tags, man.
That's the way it was.
I hate the idea of the weight classes, man. I fucking
me too.
Hate it so much.
It ain't going to work.
Like the cruiserweight thing in the WWF has never worked. The lightweight thing has never worked. But like that's I watch wrestling because I don't need fucking weight classes, man. Like it's a fucking scripted show. Like I don't need
Right.
If I want to watch weight class wrestling, I'll watch fucking wrestling and UFC and fucking boxing. Like I don't need it in my fucking pro wrestling, man. Like Rey Mysterio wrestling the Big Show, that's why I watch fucking wrestling.
Like,
yes.
It's just when wrestling gets too cute and wants to jump into like the world of ultra realism is when I'm out.
Because
Yes.
so again, here's the deal. I don't know where exactly this report got leaked of this opinion or discussion
The tag I'm seeing is from BWE. I don't know what BWE
I don't even know who that is. But like, here's the thing. Out of all of the ideas that actually become rumors in the wrestling business, and of those rumors, things that actually happen, there's probably countless numbers of things that are being talked about and even before this merger. Like we probably couldn't even estimate the amount of different ideas that have been shot around a boardroom table in WWE and AEW and Impact Wrestling and all of that. Like,
there's no need to estimate. It's 319.
But like, how many times have like we gone like we sitting around the diner or just coming up talking about things for the podcast? And well, this
never.
Shut up. But like so I don't necessarily want to get like too concerned about this this opinion or discussion.
It's a safe rumor to make. The professional wrestling make-believe fighting has merging with the real fighting that has weight classes. So you call it a rumor, and if it never happens, it's a rumor. They decided not to go that route.
Right.
But it's a safe rumor to make if you're in the business of making rumors.
Yeah,
it's a smart rumor to
Rumor
make.
has
Honestly,
it's
very smart. Right. Pro wrestling's going with real fighting, and they're going to make weight classes. They decided against it. Well, there's no fucking way to prove me right or wrong, so
Right. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's honestly my only that sort of a scenario would about be my only concern with the merger, is that you're going to have a group of people and a majority interest that is in the like real fight business world, and that they want to mess around too much with the wrestling world. That's my only concern. Do I think it's going to happen? I do not. Because like, let's be honest, the WWE is printing money right now. Printing money. Like
that's illegal, Jim.
Well, not literally, Ryan. Like it's a figuratively. But like their live gates are up, their premium live event buys are up, their merchandise is up. Like WWE, the WWE business is the best it's been in a long time. So like
to the moon, Jim.
if you're Endeavor, why mess with it? Why, like, just let it be. Let WWE basically run itself and just cash the check on it. Like,
is that successful? Like, has there been moments where that's a successful business model, where like an acquisition happens and everybody's like, y'all just let it run itself, and then within a couple months somebody's sticking fucking fingers where it doesn't belong?
Yep.
Dana White's not a professional wrestling guy.
Mm-mm.
The UFC's not professional wrestling. It's very different forms of entertainment. You almost have to worry a little bit that the fight guys are now calling the shots for the scripted show.
Oh, I mean,
we've seen guys run independent businesses, independent wrestling, who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and the independent promotion doesn't stay around very long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, there is concern there. Like that is my concern, because look, we can talk about Vince McMahon all we want, and
horrible human being.
Like, but when Vince was in charge, like whether if the product was good or not, at the very least, we knew the person at the top loved that company more than probably his family and kids and anything else. Vince McMahon loved the WWE above all else. Like that is no longer the case. The majority interest sitting atop the WWE, it no longer is like has WWE as their top priority. So there is concern. I don't think we're going to see any major changes. I do not. At least in the short term. But
is it Brian Ray?
But yeah, like Brian Regan. Mark, are you worried at all? Do you think anything's going to change?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim, I'm nervous.
Oh shit!
I'm more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room that's just filled. I mean, you can't get another one in. It is filled with rocking chairs. But
Sorry,
I think
guys, that one's my fault. I apologize.
Does anyone know who the hell BWE is on Twitter?
Not
being the elite, yeah.
BWE.
I'm not listening.
It bothers me. I don't.
BWE.
I've been trying to do a journalism this whole time and I can't find anything.
What if it's just like a fake source? Like, what if somebody just cites them?
Is it a Baltimore Wrestling Empire?
No.
Boston Wrestling Empire.
Like, I'm just trying to see where these rumors originated from, other than like hashtag
BWE's basement. That's where it originated from.
Yeah, apparently.
But Jim, I'm a little nervous. Let it alone. Things are going fine. Why mess with it? Okay, Tim, things are going great the way they are. They're making record profits, record money. Of course, they're going to mess with it.
You all seen that button that says "Do not push"? Eventually,
gonna
you push
push it.
the button.
They can't help themselves.
You know, really, no choices are given.
No, they don't have a choice.
Oh, this from PW Insider about an hour ago.
That's PWI.
WWE President Nick Khan just issued an email to all employees announcing that they're to work remotely tomorrow as the company will begin post-Endeavor acquisition layoffs. Employees have been asked to remain home and work from there in order to allow the company's human resources department to handle the layoffs privately.
As a part of WWE's
boy.
transition to the newly formed TKO Group Holdings, we are evaluating our existing operations and systems to identify potential synergies across the business. This effort includes workforce reductions, which will take place tomorrow. Those whose roles have been impacted will be notified by our human resources team, who will share the details of their severance package. We're asking that everyone work remotely the 15th. We ensure all conversations are held privately and respectfully. We'll send out a company-wide email once all of tomorrow's conversations have happened. Our company is a home to the most talented, creative, and hardworking employees in the world. WWE is a special place which makes moments like this difficult. Just know that we have nothing but gratitude and admiration for everyone we've had the privilege to work alongside. Thank you for all your contributions and dedications, Nick Khan. That was the exact email that went out to all WWE employees today.
Yeah, and like
that reads bullshit. Gonna get fired. Bullshit.
But it makes sense.
Well, and
right?
Look, like
two companies,
right?
If Target and Walmart came together and they do the same shit, you don't need two logistics teams.
Bullshit. I'm gonna get fired.
Right, I get it.
Whenever there is,
I didn't ask Walmart and Target to merge. That didn't come from me.
Right.
No.
Now I gotta find a fucking job. Great.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the unfortunate part of any merger is that there are inevitable layoffs because
I hope Tony Khan gets one of them emails tomorrow. Fuck him.
Tony Khan.
You mean Nick Khan?
I hope they both get them. Fuck them both.
I will imagine Nick Khan is probably not going to get one of those emails.
You would hope.
I'm pretty sure Nick Khan is safe and secure in his $15 million bonus.
That's a darn shame.
From the merger.
Did you guys hear Elias is no longer under contract from the WWE?
Fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Elias.
No offense. No offense taken.
Is that Guitar Man Edwards in the Impact Zone?
Scatman Jones?
Banjo Bebop in his debut on fucking AEW Collision.
The Banjoman.
The Banjoman.
Hello, I am the Banjoman.
No. There is so much talent on every roster. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, even Impact, even Ring of Honor. It's like the pool of talent is so great. You have to make concessions somewhere, right?
You left out the NWA.
I don't know. I don't follow it enough to know who's in the NWA anymore. But if your champion's EC3,
and to be fair, EC3 is a huge step up from Tyrus.
I would also consider I would consider the NWA an indie at this point.
That's fair. I'm just glad it's around, like the history of it.
But even then,
it's
talent at
more
the indies. Talent at the indies is crazy.
That's true. That's very true.
Before we wrap up here, Scotty says I joined late, but I don't like Becky winning the women's title. Why?
I can understand why. I could understand why people would have a gripe with it, and it's because NXT is a developmental brand. Why does Becky need to go and win the developmental title?
Why did Charlotte? Why did Dolph Ziggler? Why did the New Day?
Again, valid points to all of those.
I think you're trying to elevate that brand, I would hope.
Of course they are.
Correct.
It's TV negotiation time.
But what does
right, Jim?
Yeah.
What does elevating the brand do when you're having your brand's biggest female star lose clean.
You get some more eyes on it.
But
I ain't
But
tuning
not.
into NXT because Becky Lynch is the champion.
They
Already
did draw a
expect
big
they had one of their
number.
highest rating marks in years.
Did it really?
They did.
Good for them.
I mean, 850,000 apparently.
Wow.
I think I saw it peaked at a little over 1 million.
Wow.
For that
Ratings don't matter.
Well, no, but for those that care about those,
It does
Right.
now.
It's a fun talking point.
but
That's it.
yeah, like
I mean, neither do ticket sales and actual gate admission, but who's going to bring that up tonight?
Well, technically it does. That does. Oh, yeah. The attendance.
Attendance, yeah. Well, the attendance wasn't never mind. Dynamite.
When 81 turns to 72.
I mean, tickets sold, it was never attendance. And
Correct.
the WWE never says, this is how many tickets we sold to WrestleMania.
Correct.
It's an attendance number.
And when
It's people in the
AEW
building.
and when AEW sold their 4-for-1 ticket packages, that's how you get 81,000 tickets sold.
No, again, I hate being this guy. I've been listening to Busted Open. They're
I would hate
making
to be
really
that guy too.
they're making excellent points over there. I hate it. It's like when the worst person in the world is the voice of reason. It's
happened to me 35 minutes ago.
You told all of us about John Moxley.
It sucks, but somebody had to do it.
There was
Not my cross to bear.
There was a big secondary market who was buying tickets to scalp and flip.
Yeah.
I bet you the 9,000 number is people who stockpiled on tickets thinking they could flip them and couldn't.
Yeah, there was certainly a degree of that. There was also a degree of the AEW was selling 4-for-1s. And there's probably people that when they were for, one ticket, so it was probably.
Were they doing 4-for-1s for that show or for
they were.
this Wednesday's Dynamite?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were doing 4-for-1s. And look, it is what it is. But here's the deal. If I'm making a last minute decision, like to go and I'm getting one of the higher seats just to be there, and that happens to be part of a 4-for-1 deal, and I'm only going by myself, that's still 4 tickets sold, right? Like, no matter how you slice it, that's 4 tickets sold. So,
yeah.
But
right, we were never comparing apples to apples.
No, never
with
once.
This. It never was happening. It was always apples to oranges. When the actual apples to apples number rolls out, attendance wise, the WWE had beaten them in most
right. And see, like that's the unfortunate thing about AEW making the choice to like hammer down on this ticket sold number, which factually speaking, that I believe that's what they sold. But then when the attendance number comes out, then wrestling fans go, all right, have you been lying to us for a month? And it starts to become a bad PR when 72,000 is a fucking great number for AEW. It is a spectacular number for
it's a
AEW.
Fantastic number. They should be very proud of that. But
They
that's
should
like
probably
us
not be-
saying we're the most listened to podcast because we stream live on Facebook and there are 1 billion Facebook users when only a handful of 100 tune into our show weekly.
Right.
Like that's not true.
Right.
Yes, we're
Right.
on the platform with all of these people, but people are not. I mean, I don't know. Attendance and tickets sold has never been the same thing.
Just
it's a
just
shame that they
one
have
of the-
egg on their face now. I feel when the actual attendance number rolls out because they were the ones that puffed their chest and their fans are the ones that beat that drum very annoyingly.
Yeah, absolutely. So they deserve to have the egg on their face today.
Yes.
And it is what it is. But also, in the same time, it's like, okay, so you bang your chest, 81,000 sold, whatever. But like, you did 2,200 in John Moxley's hometown last night. So like, maybe let's stop worrying about
John Moxley should be number 1 on the PWI list.
But it's
stop
like
smearing his name.
But it's like maybe let's stop worrying about the 81,000 sold at your first time show in England and figure out why you can't sell more than 2,000 tickets to a show, and Well, part of the problem is you're beating the same markets to death, but that I guess that's another discussion for another day. We've already run a little bit longer than normal. Do you guys have anything else for the live show here?
Right. Just check the group chat.
Oh, I will check that here. I will check that here in a minute. We are gonna.
I have an idea. We should come up with like a closing theme song that we all sing.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. But that is where we're gonna wrap up for the week. Make sure you are.
Shit, that's hot.
Holy cats!
Respectfully, that is where we're gonna wrap up for this week's live show. Make sure you are subscribed to the podcast so that you do not miss the Tuesday show. We'll be back live next.
She's a babe.
Snacky.
We'll be back live next
she'd be Abraham Lincoln
night. Subscribe to us on all podcast platforms, YouTube. Follow us on social media. Get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. Until
Jim,
next
she
week.
makes me feel funny like when I used to climb the rope in gym class.
She can take a shot at me from the balcony.
Good night, everybody.
Go for the pin.
Go for yeah, I'll pin that.